Long ass blue. Where's Paris? Where's Paris?
He left because he doesn't like it.
Could I play here?
I'll play if he does this. I'll try to You're jealous now.
My legs are higher.
Oh my god.
He tried being taller than me and it didn't work. I'm just too
I
tall.
thought so.
I'm just too tall.
I heard you.
Never mind.
It'll fall here. That's how gravity works.
I hit him.
I like trains.
I'll stay. I got 15. 15.
Good evening and welcome to the 53rd UNC Greeley Jazz Festival. My name is Cristina Goletti and I'm the Dean of the College of Performing and Visual Arts, and it is my pleasure to serve you as your host for tonight. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for coming. Over these 3 days of the festival, over 4,000 jazz fans, teachers, students are joining us, and the number of groups and festival hosts continues to grow. In fact, over 200 groups from 9 states are performing here this year, from places as far as Alaska and Wisconsin. Do we have Alaska in the house? No? Do we have Wisconsin in the house? Where are the North Dakota people that are here? I knew it. There's been a pretty large group, and then there were some people from Texas, so it's a pleasure. Okay, I heard the Texas love, so from over here, so. So if you heard any of today's performances, I'm sure you were impressed with the outstanding singing and playing. Please join me in congratulating the groups that performed today. Hashtag UNC Jazz Fest when you post. And before we begin with the music, of course, please take a moment to silence your cell phone. The UNC Greeley Jazz Festival owes its continued success to the commitment of many supporters, including UC Health. We couldn't do this without the support of UCL, and we couldn't do this without a special relationship we've built over years with Denver Percussion, who provided and assembled all the great drum sets in our venues and supplied other instruments and amplifiers as well. Please help me thank Denver Percussion.
Hell yeah.
We also have a lot of local business that are supporting the festival, so please refer to the program to see what restaurants you should go and grab dinner, or what places you should go and grab a drink after the performance, and support the people that are supporting us. Also, if you're interested in another great jazz education experience, the UNC Jazz Camp is back this summer from July 7th to the 12th, and the camp is open to both instrumentalists and singers, and it's truly an inspirational week of learning and music making, so I hope I'll see some of you later this summer. And now it's time for some music. UNC Compass Jazz Orchestra, formerly known as UNC Jazz Lab Band 1, is one of the premier university big bands in this country. They were recognized in Downbeat Magazine Student Music Awards 10 of the last 13 years, and the last being in 2023. They toured to the Dominican Republic this past May. I was there and it was incredible. And they were featured as one of the evening performances of the 2024 Jazz Education Network Conference in New Orleans in January. I was also there, and it was an incredible night where they shared the stage with the great Carmen Bradford. Many of you might know her as the vocalist with the Count Basie Orchestra. UNC's Compass Jazz Orchestra will be releasing their upcoming album with Miss Bradford for this summer. So there's a lot of incredible projects and events happening. Please welcome, under the direction of our extraordinary Director of Jazz Studies, Dana Landry, please welcome the Compass Jazz Orchestra.
How is everybody doing this evening? Welcome to the UNC Greeley Jazz Festival. Hey, who here is coming in from a school, representing a school? As part of the band? Everybody shout out the name of your school.
Right.
Oh, man. That's a really great school. Man.
Thank you.
Wow. No, we're so glad you're here. My name is Ben Hall, and I'm going to be your host for tonight's tribute to Henry Mancini as we celebrate the 100th anniversary of the birth of this American icon. Mancini had an indelible impact on our popular culture through his music for TV and film, and many of his pieces has become jazz standards. Here are some of Henry Mancini's accomplishments. He had 8 gold records. He was nominated for how many Grammy Awards?
21.
72 Grammy Awards. And for some context, that sits right between John Williams and Chick Corea. He won 23 of those Grammys and received 18 Academy Awards. We're going to begin tonight's concert with one of the pieces honored by the Academy. This is from a romance and suspense film starring Audrey Hepburn, Cary Grant, and Walter Matthau. It's set in Paris.
Buddies.
And it tells the story of a woman being pursued by several men seeking a fortune her murdered husband had stolen. You're telling me. The title track from the film Charade is arranged by UNC undergraduate student Gwen Nagel. Please help me in welcoming the Compass Jazz Orchestra under the direction of Dana Landry.
Burnett on saxophone. Parker Sibley on drums.
Hey, let's have another hand for Gwen Nagel, the arranger. So all the pieces in this tribute to Henry Mancini were arranged by UNC undergraduate and graduate students specifically for this concert here tonight. It's important for me to take a moment to mention that we are extremely grateful for our composition professor, Drew Zaremba, for his leadership and mentoring of the composers and arrangers in the jazz program. And we also rely on Professor Jim White's deep well of knowledge of Mancini's music in putting this project together. So let's give them both a hand. Drew Zaremba and Jim White. The next composition was arranged by the trombonist on stage, second from your right, Joe Ricard. It's the title track from the sequel to The Pink Panther, starring Peter Sellers, who refined his French accent in his second portrayal of an Inspector Clouseau. It included his unmistakable level of exaggeration, and lucky for you, I will not be sharing my imitation, that would be intimidating, of Inspector Clouseau, but trust me, you're missing out. Featuring baritone saxophonist Edward Moncada, this is A Shot in the Dark.
That messes over my Oh wait, I know.
This next piece, with lyrics written by Johnny Mercer, might be the most recognizable of all of Mancini's works. The movie Breakfast at Tiffany's is a romantic comedy with Audrey Hepburn playing a young New York socialite who becomes interested in a man who's moved into her apartment building, but her past challenges their relationship. Not to spoil anything, but it ends totally cool, it's totally fine. Everyone's fine, they put a bow on it, and it's all good. Robert Wright of The Atlantic called this a love song to wanderlust. Please enjoy graduate student Adrian Perez's version of Moon River. that tells the story of a married couple who reflect on their 12-year relationship while on a road trip from England to the French Riviera. And as we all know, that's nearly identical to the road trip from Lincoln, Nebraska to Greeley, Colorado. Two for the Road is another romantic comedy, and if you're starting to get the idea that Henry Mancini wrote music for a lot of rom-coms, you're correct. You could even draw a parallel to the Hallmark movies of today, except the movies Mancini wrote for didn't all use the same plot. Just kidding, it's true, they use different plots. This... Yeah, we like that one. We're keeping that one. This was arranged by a master student, Griffin Gillen. Please put your hands together for Two for the Road, featuring Kate Gutierrez on tenor saxophone and UNC vocal jazz professor, Marian Howard.
Selecting souvenirs and living life the way we please. Summertime, the sun will shine, and winter we'll drink summer wine. And any day two for the road, and that's a long, long
Marion Powers, Keith Gutierrez on tenor saxophone. Mention a few of our soloists: Nathan Borton on guitar, Gavin Allen Dunn on piano, Parker Sibley on drums, Ira Hogberg back there on bass, David Bernat on lead alto and soprano, Christian Longoria, you heard from, and Jonathan Bumpus on trombone, Skylar Mandel on trumpet. Andrew Wilson playing lead tonight. And Troy Rowland's holding it down there on bass boom. Russell Everett on piano, on baritone saxophone. The next arrangement is a twofer, including the theme song from a television detective series called Peter Gunn, and something that I'm sure you will recognize, the Pink Panther. Now, while discussing my involvement as a host for this tribute, I generously offered to wear a Pink Panther costume to introduce this final piece, but for some reason Dana ended up rejecting that offer. I'm looking for a return label somewhere in Cantus Commons. Anyway, the soundtrack to Peter Gunn was the first recording to win the Grammy Album of the Year in 1959. The recognizable guitar and piano ostinato in the original version was designed to create a sinister mood. So as a nod to that, you'll hear guitarist Nathan Borton as well as Christian Longoria on the saxophone. Compass Jazz Orchestra's lead trombonist Jonathan Bumpus wrote this arrangement. And I want to thank you for listening to our tribute to Henry Mancini. And after this piece, we'll have a short pause while we get ready for the Clayton Hamilton Jazz Orchestra. Please give another round of applause to the Compass Jazz Orchestra.
Since Ben mentioned clothing, I'm going to explain my outfit. When I walked out, I probably thought, what is he wearing? But the Pink Panther, Paisley, 60s and 70s. That's the Henry Mancini uniform. Thank you. Please enjoy Pink Panther and Peter Gunn. Memphis Jazz Orchestra.
I don't know.
I have bad vision,
I've never
Every time they put in the fucking Did you see that guy's I found fucking you guys Dude, I saw that very sad, but I was like, dude, he's a fucking great. I fucking knew it. I seen that song.
You like that?
There's the fucking day, right? That's how you know.
Why did everybody